Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at Partner Center. For many people in the world, we're entering the back to school buying season. So a lot of schools are looking at renewing, refreshing, buying devices for students to return to school in the late summer, early fall months. As a reseller or partner, you are going to get a lot of questions about Autopilot registration, Intune deployment, modern management. One of the things you can do as a partner is become familiar with Microsoft Partner Center. This is where you're going to go to register devices that you sell to your customers so that those customers can use Autopilot. Partner Center makes it so that you can easily load devices into Autopilot with just a serial number or a PKID on the outside of the box, and definitely a lot easier than what a customer would have to do, which is harvest the hardware hash and upload that into their own Microsoft 365 admin center. So without further ado, let's take a look at Partner Center. All right, we can get to Partner Center by going to partnercenter.microsoft.com. For this demonstration, I'm going to act as a CSP partner. So I'm selecting CSP on my screen. And now we see that I am logged into my demo account. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to see customers. So when I select customers, it's going to bring me a list of customers that I am already connected with. So these are customers that I've transacted with previously are going to be listed here, and I'll see my relationship on the right and the domain in the middle. If this is a new relationship with that customer, I've never done any CSP work with them before, I'm going to have to request a reseller relationship. When I request a reseller relationship, I'm provided some text that I'm going to copy and paste into an email and send that to the customer. The customer will click that link, and that will authorize the relationship between myself as a partner and the customer so that I can begin acting on that customer's behalf for this demo, adding devices. At the very top, you'll see default is a selected box that says include delegated administration. That is not necessary for registering Autopilot devices. And we always want to make sure that you as a partner are not getting more control than necessary inside of a customer's environment for basic reasons. So we're going to uncheck that box. It just changes the link. Right? So if I click this, changes the link. And you'll see it right in the link, DAP equals false versus true. But for this case, we can unselect that for our registration of devices, copy it to a clipboard, and then paste that into an email and send. Once the customer's created, or once the customer relationship is there, and the customer has selected to okay that relationship, we'll see that customer listed on the left-hand side here. We can select that customer. And now go into, on the second blade in, devices. And here we can add deployment profiles as well as add devices. So here we can put in an order number or group name for those devices that you're going to upload. And here you can upload a CSV of those of the actual devices. So there's three ways to do this. There's the hardware hash. That's the same method your customers would use in their own Microsoft Endpoint Manager admin center. There's the combination of manufacturer, device model, serial number. We call this the tuple. And then there's the third option, which is the Windows Product Key ID, which is the PKID is what we call it. Not all manufacturers are currently set up with the Windows Product Key ID. What this looks like is a barcode on the outside of the box. It allows resellers and partners to scan the outside of the box to register it with Autopilot without having to open it or add any additional information. A majority of our Autopilot OEMs are going to be using the tuple method, and then hardware hash, really a last resort for partners, but the option currently available to customers. Let's say that your customer doesn't have a relationship in Microsoft at all. So they don't have an admin credential that they can select that email to accept that relationship. They are brand new to the cloud and they have chosen you to be their partner to take them to the cloud. In that case, instead of we're going back to our customer page inside of Microsoft Partner Center, and instead of selecting request a reseller relationship, we're going to select add customer. So this is going to give us the wizard to actually build that customer's tenant for them. And I'm going to walk us through, and we'll do one right now. And we'll put in the company name as Demo School, primary domain name. We can put in an address. And under special qualifications, because this is an education customer we're building, we'll select education. And if you've already pre-authorized this with the customer, you can say that they've accepted the license agreement, or they'll be prompted to accept it on their own. We then get our information here, and we can select submit, and then this will, let's click it. This will give you login information for that customer to share with that customer. So what their domain is, what their admin account is, what the password is, and then from this standpoint, you can then go into uploading devices, creating users, and everything that they need to do. But that's how we walk through Partner Center to create a customer from scratch. Obviously, you don't want to just create a partner from scratch, assuming that they have none. We should always assume that they have some type of Microsoft agreement or some type of Microsoft account and look for them first and establish a relationship that way. Otherwise, if you create a new tenant for them and put devices in the new tenant and turns out that they already had a previous tenant, then you're forced to move things around and it can get pretty complicated. So Partner Center is your easiest option to register devices. It also allows you as a partner to start developing that Autopilot registration service. That means that instead of having a customer upload a hardware hash into their Microsoft Endpoint Manager, you much more easily can go to Partner Center and register a PKID or a tuple, which adds immense value and time savings to our customers, and that allows you to start to develop a business around that. So step one is being able to register those Autopilot devices for those customers, and then we'd love to see you as partners grow to be able to help on the Intune side of things, right? So in Microsoft Endpoint Manager, creating some default policies, wrapping some applications so that partners or so that our schools can really start to embrace that Intune for Education promise of simplicity. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please comment on the bottom of this video. Anything you'd like to see, please let me know and we'll make a video for you. So thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for being great partners.